All right, so we're out here, part 2, Sunland Park. And in part 1, we caught what we think was some voices or some interference on the digital recorder, which will be shown in this video at the end. So we're hopefully going to get some other stuff. I have, if you can see, the EMF detector, which measures electromagnetic frequencies. It's said that spirits, if they're around, can manipulate the energy around them. So if, I'm going to turn it off, if there are spirits or if there's a change in the frequency around us, you'll see and hear something like that. Plus, I have a digital recorder, which is what we captured some voices on last time. Plus, in the part 1 video, about midway through, what we caught on the digital recorder, you can actually hear on the video. So I'm going to place, it looks like we have like an altar of some type, or a tune. I don't know if it's a tune. But I'm going to place this right on here. And I'm just going to walk around and ask some questions. So are there any spirits here tonight with us? If there are, come up and say something into this device that I'm holding. All we're trying to do is communicate with you. So you can come and talk into this device and we can hear it. Or you can come and touch the device that is on the table up here and make it go off. So in part 1, we had said that we were going to go into one of the mausoleums, and I did the next day, and we were looking at some of the dates on these walls. They go back, you notice there's a 1908, 1916. Some of these dates go far, really far back. I think in the first video there was some that were 1890 was the earliest. So there's a lot of history at this one. So if anybody is with us tonight, my name is Rico. Can you come up here and tell me your name? Can you tell me how you died? Let's walk around the other side of this. Whoever's here with us, can you tell me how long you've been here? So as you can see up on this wall, exactly what I was talking about, 1908, 1904, 1898, right here for Pearl, 1895. They were around a long time ago. See the hole in the wall. Can you come up to me and touch me? I give you permission to scratch me. Do you think that's another building over there? I guess we can walk over there.
I don't know.
So if you're here with us, where are you from? So I'm trying to ask direct questions because I want direct responses. You know, a lot of times we'll catch voices or we'll catch stuff that we think is voices, but it could just be radio interference. It could be a lot of different things. So when I'm asking direct questions, if I get a direct response, that's pretty good evidence that something's here with us. So we're going to head over to this building over here and see if we can get to anything. So if there are any spirits out here, I'm more of a skeptic. I kind of think you're real, but I don't know. I've had things happen to us in the past, but I want proof. I want a scratch or a clear voice that I can catch. The ultimate would be a shadow figure. You know, I mentioned in the first video, there's a ton of YouTube channels for the paranormal. And I would never call them out by name, but there's very few that I think are actually real. And I say that because I'm sure you've seen Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel. And those guys are widely regarded as the, you know, best professionals in the game. And they have hundreds, doesn't look like there's any graves here, but they have hundreds of investigations under their belt, and they get minimal stuff. You look at these channels on YouTube, and it's full body apparitions, shadow figures multiple times in every video. I want my channel to be 100% real, so when I catch stuff, you know it's 100% real. So it looks like this whole field is just, there's nothing in it. Yeah.
Pretty sealed.
Yeah.
I don't think these are unmarked.
Yeah, I think, do you think there's actually people in here?
No, I think these are people that are going to die, and you can buy it.
I think you're right. There's extra pot, but it does look like there's stuff over here though. So this might be good. It's also said that water can stir up, oh, there's a lot up here. But that water can stir up energy and, you know, I guess the spirits can use that to manifest or to talk to you. This is actually pretty cool. So now that we're over here, is there anybody over here? Oh. Dude, what if that's open? That would be dope. So these are like huge tubes in the wall. These aren't, those aren't tubes. So this is just empty, and it looks like they put more people in there. So how did you die? Now this thing should not go off the EMF detector. There's literally no electricity over here. 1887, that's the new oldest. Holy shit. Dude, come over here. Something just... Oh, okay. Holy, you see that rat? I saw the eyes of that thing and it bolted around. I about shit my pants. My heart is pounding right now. This is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're nice.
Could you imagine seeing an actual person out here just sitting on a bench or something? There is a video online of a guy that's pretty reputable, and he was doing a really haunted cemetery, and there was an old lady sitting in one of the mausoleums by herself at like 2 a.m. And he went up and talked to her. I'm going to be honest with you. If I see somebody out here, I don't think I'm going up to talk to anybody. All right, so let's communicate. How did you die? And if there are spirits here, how many are here with us? Can you tell us your name? I'm going to put the digital recorder and the EMF detector on the actual, I don't know if you call them tombs or whatnot. You'll try to contact them. What's their name? Bill and Darlene. Bill and Darlene, can you say something in this digital recorder for me? Can you make the EMF detector go off? How did you guys die? And so what we'll do after this, a lot of times you won't hear, if you get a response, you won't hear it. You'll either pick it up on the digital recorder. Sometimes you can catch it on the camera. But I have to say, I think it's very rare that you're going to catch, video evidence of an actual spirit walking by, or, a lot of orbs are around, but I don't put too much stock into orbs because that can be dust, it can be bugs, there can be, it could be a digital effect. Sometimes, they're real. So what we're, hoping to do is catch voices on the digital recorder. Maybe if something happens, like a door opens, or, there's absolutely, if you look at the trees, there's no wind out here tonight, anywhere. So if something swings open, or we hear a knock, and you get a voice, you can kind of put two and two together that something's going on. So speaking of that, if there's anybody here with us, can you make a sound of any type? Like a bang on the wall. I kind of want to go to where that empty room was and see if we can pick up anything in there. These waterfalls and fountains and the lake here. Do you like looking at that stuff? Is anybody coming here? Back this way. Anybody on this side of the wall want to talk with us? Can you come up to this device in my hand, the digital recorder, and say my name? Or tell me your name. Did you have a painful death? If you're not from Arizona, where did you come from when you moved here? Is it okay that I'm recording out here? All right, I'm going to put the EMF detector down for a moment, turn it off. And I'm going to pull out the old spirit box. So I have to give credit where credit's due. I actually forget the name of the channel that I was watching, but it's a Spanish channel that he's kind of, I don't want to say he's just starting up, but he's got like 3,000 subscribers, and he used an app called Raptor, which is a spirit box app. And so a spirit box basically runs through radio stations, and it's said that the spirits can use the white noise to communicate with you. So let's get this going. So it runs through these stations, 4 stations every second. So about a quarter of a second, it goes through another station. So there's no way you should hear a full word or even a sentence. Is there anybody here with us tonight? How many spirits are with us? Did that say 7? I don't know. Can you say that again? How many spirits are with us? Oh, look at this one. This looks kind of cool. Come to this light and tell me your voice. What state are we in right now? Take a left right here. How did you die? So this is your chance to say something, to be heard. Talk through this app. Sounds like you're trying to use it. Go in there to the left. Actually, we'll go this side to the right first. Check that statue out if you want to put it on the film when we get there. Make me a believer. So my name is Rico. Say my name through this box. How old were you when you died? What was your profession? If you're here with us, are we close to your grave? Are you a good spirit or a bad spirit? Do you want us to leave? Oh, I think that's security behind us. Here, shut your mouth.